want to go back to 1985, and this is for our Prince fans out there. You interviewed the late, great Vanity, later known as Denise Matthews. She won a contest. That's how she, I guess, come on and co-host with you. This is peak Vanity, 85. She's in I think, a gorilla fur coat. And the interview is circulating somewhere online. And I just would love your reflections on sitting down with Vanity, who was a part of Vanity 6 and so on.
Yeah, well, Vanity was on fire, man. Vanity was so hot. She was, you know, but it was at the same time, it was, I remember we went out to dinner beforehand, and Vanity says, she stands up and goes, "Warning, I'm taking my jacket off." And it was just so dramatic to me. It's like, what's up with this? And so then later she asked the waiter if he had any coffee, tea, and honey. She wanted honey. She said, "No, we don't have any honey." She said, "Well, what are you made of then?" "Well, maybe you could stand around in my cup and switch around in it." And I was like, damn, I'm out to dinner with Mae West. What is this? It was an actor. That was her thing. And she played it well. But it was a big night for us to have her on. We did she did the whole 2 hours with me. And that was a special moment, man. It was, because it was early in our run and Vanity was a real star. And, we did some things later with her from her house out in Los Angeles. And, Vanity was cool with me. And I just, boy, to see her life change from the sex animal that she was on camera to ministry, and then to lose her life at such a young age, man, it was just, it was a very tragic thing for me, man. I had a lot of respect for what Vanity had accomplished, and just hated to see us lose her at such a young age.
And also, I'm from Philly, so I got to ask you about the one and only.
You must be cool. Everybody I ever met from Philly was cool. Frankie Beverly, Will Smith.
Oh yeah,
Music Soul Child. Everybody from Philly is cool.
Exactly, and of course, she was born in Pittsburgh, but she's considered a Philly artist. Phyllis Hyman. The clips of her on Video Soul have gone viral because Phyllis didn't play no games. And Miss Phyllis Hyman would say what was on her mind. And I would just love your reflections of sitting down with Phyllis Hyman multiple times, the late, great Phyllis Hyman.
Yeah. Well, just like you just said, Phyllis was always straight up, 100%, everybody should be blessed to have that. Usually people don't get that till they turn 70. They don't really care about what you think. Phyllis had that at 25, 30, and I always admired that about her, man. That I like people who are sure of who they are and not afraid to express their thoughts on things. And that was always Phyllis. And of course, the voice. Phyllis was just amazing. The only time I ever went to the Apollo, I went to see Phyllis Hyman sing. I've only been in the Apollo one time, and it was to see Phyllis. And what a special night that was. What a special treat.
So I got to ask you, June is Black Music Month, but it's also LGBT Pride Month. And you had the honor of interviewing the late, great Sylvester. For folks who may not know, Sylvester, before Little Nas X, before Saucy Santana, there was Sylvester. He was open with who he was. He was in drag, and he was a big star. He passed away 35 years ago this year. But I'd just be so curious to know, what are your memories of Sylvester on Video Soul?
I remember, it's a different time. So he was really out there. And it's like, I wasn't looking forward to the interview, okay? When that day came, I just loved this man instantly, man. He was so cool. It was like when I had Boy George on once, and I walk in and I see all the get up and everything. I mean, it's extraordinary. It's just out there. Then you talk to them, and in 30 seconds, all of that disappears. It's gone. You see the man that's there, the person that you're talking to. And that was the case with Boy George and with Sylvester. Sylvester, and I guess the lesson in this is that you can't judge a book by its cover. This is an act, this is what they do, but then you get to talk to them and see who they are. Me and Sylvester exchanged numbers and became friends, man. And I love that man. He was, I love people who are comfortable with who they are. And Sylvester was comfortable with who he was, 100%, man. And he could sing.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you listen to "You Are My Friend" live. I mean, you got to have a hole in your soul not to hear that man can sing. He was unbelievable, and they loved him. His audience if you ever saw the relationship between him and his audience, it was just magical. Not everybody has that, not to that degree. They love Sylvester, man, because he loved them. And I don't believe that you can receive that kind of love without giving that kind of love. I really don't. And he gave it. He's a great guy, great guy. I'm glad you asked me about it.